Hi guys, and welcome to Motor Scotty. Today I'm going to show you how to change the brake fluid on the Peugeot RCZ, which is the same method as in most common cars. This is going to be a step-by-step tutorial on how to change the brake fluid, and how to bleed the system, and to get back on the road.
Alright, to do that, I'm going to use the following tools and parts. A car jack and leather gloves to remove the wheels, a breaker bar and a torque wrench, plastic gloves that resist to the highly corrosive brake fluid, a 10mm wrench for the front bleeder valves, and an 8mm wrench for the rear bleeder valves. A small bottle with a transparent tube that fits the bleeder valve. Make a hole in the bottle lid to push the tube all the way down. Last but not least, a can of brand new .4 brake fluid and a glass to fill the master cylinder without spilling any of the braking fluid into the engine bay. Lift the car at the respective corner. If you lift the front first, make sure to stabilize the back wheels with chocks so it won't roll back. Open the brake fluid tank. Normally, you could pump out the old brake fluid out of it. But this one has a filter on it which wasn't able to remove, and therefore simply decided to flush the entire system till all the old brake fluid and air bubbles were out. Now, remove the dust cover on the bleeder valve. Slightly unbolt the bleeder valve with the 10mm wrench. A quarter turn is usually enough. And stop! Yes, exactly. I should have plugged on the tube before opening the valve to avoid any spilling. Well, that's what you get when you don't work properly. But it's not the end of the world. Just make sure you clean everything up properly. Next, place the bottle so it can stand securely by itself. You can already see the brake fluid going through the tube. Now start pumping the brake pedal slowly to push the old brake fluid out. If you're doing it by yourself and don't have a bleeder pump hooked up to the master cylinder, you will have to top up the brake fluid several times to make sure it never runs dry, as that could damage it. Once you can see fresh brake fluid coming out of the tube and all the air bubbles are gone, close the bleeder valve and remove the tube. Careful! Don't be a fool and spill it all over the place like I just did here. When you remove the tube, please put the bottle down first and let the brake fluid in the tube run into the bottle. In any case, clean up any spilled brake fluids afterwards. And we're done with the wheel number 1. Now it's just a matter of repeating the process for the other wheels. For the back wheels, use the 8mm wrench. Once finished, make sure all the bleeder valves are properly closed and any spilled brake fluid is cleaned up. Put the wheels back on and torque them to their respective specification. Go for a quick test drive and check if the brakes work properly. As you can see in this comparison, the old brake fluid on the right here is significantly darker than the fresh one on the left. Still relatively clear, but after 2 years, it was time to change it. Make sure to dispose of the old brake fluid responsibly and bring it back to your local recycling center.
Okay guys, thank you very much for watching, and as always, until next time.